This is your Diamond Insight for tonight of walking the talk on transparency and accountability. Before taking over the country in 2021, the United Party for National Development was a strong proponent of accountability and transparency. This inclination made the then opposition UPND popular with the majority of Zambians, as evidenced by the landslide victory in the 2021 presidential elections. The UPND demanded the highest level of accountability in fiscal governance, and the then ruling PF frequently fell short. 3 years into government, the same casualness that the PF demonstrated is beginning to show up among the UPND rank and file. After demonstrating oomph to sanitize public financial management, an audit was conducted as far back as 2006, beginning in 2022, and the glaring revelations were welcomed by many who called for stern action. However, one would expect the same zeal demonstrated in analyzing 18-year-old financial maladies to be applied to informing Zambians about how much has been borrowed from 2021 to date. At a public discussion forum titled Debt Restructuring, Government's Plan on Dismantling Local Debt, Finance and National Planning Minister Dr. Stumbeko Msokotwane squandered an opportunity to meaningfully engage citizens on his government's efforts to address the patriotic front debt crisis. When asked to disclose how much the UPND has borrowed, whether commercial or concessional, the minister couldn't provide a figure, and one wonders whether it was sheer lack of preparedness for such an important meeting or simply being economical with the truth. In the spirit of accountability and transparency, Zambians expected the minister to disclose how much debt his office has incurred on behalf of the Zambian citizens. While it is understood that he did not have the figures on top of his head, it is expected that he knows them by heart, just as PF debt figures are known and easily remembered. At a time when we are told that the country is experiencing fiscal discipline, it is surprising that the minister is unaware of our current debt position in terms of how much we have borrowed. By now, the minister should be eating, walking, and sleeping debt, as it is a thorny national issue. Instead of giving Zambians hope in these trying times of high electricity and fuel tariffs, the nation was treated to a history lesson about how PF nearly brought the country down. Yes, the patriotic front messed up, and Zambians know it, which is why they voted them out. What must be noted is that Zambians exercise their democratic right to elect a capable government in the UPND. Thus, whatever key ministries such as finance are doing to improve the nation's fiscal architecture is not a favor to the electorate, but rather the job description office bearers signed up for. While Zambians are dealing with the harsh realities of high commodity prices, they understand that the government will need time to restore fiscal stability and economic growth. As a result, stories about how the PF nearly destroyed the country are becoming irritating to Zambians who want to hear more of solutions. Having said that, we would like to remind the UPND government that people still believe in you. Therefore, manage the goodwill effectively by knowing when to play politics and when to show leadership. Otherwise, efforts to pull this country out of the fiscal quagmire left by the Patriotic Front regime are well recognized and appreciated. As a sign of transparency and accountability, the Ministry of Finance should continue to issue quarterly briefings on the country's financial situation.